In all honesty, I did the thing that I don't like the most on queer dating apps. I was an absolute menace to lesbians back when I was just exploring. This is me editing, with no makeup or whatever, but you're about to see the video and I have to just put that out there. Let's talk about divine callings. Is that a thing you believe in? Ever since 2018, I had a dream in my heart to build a dating platform. You know what happens when you're like an entrepreneur, you get shiny ball syndrome, like notes that were in your head go into your phone, and notes in your phone is where the dreams go to typically die if you don't take action on them. At first, my idea had a completely different name. It wasn't just for queer people. I wasn't even out of the closet at the time. But the idea would keep me up at night. And I'm sure you've had an idea like that in your heart too. I had no clue how I'd make it happen. I just had a nudge that it's gonna happen one day. It's gonna happen one day. And it's just kind of weird. It did. It naturally evolved. And I can't explain how I got to where I am today. The truth is, through my journey of coming out, I was once a bi-curious woman who just wanted to figure out my sexuality without giving up a relationship with the man. So I did the thing that I don't like the most, which was getting on apps and just being a menace to the queer women who were serious about finding life partnership. And I wasn't trying to use anybody. I was upfront about what I was looking for and the fact that I did have a boyfriend at the time and I was just trying to figure it out. I never slept with someone meaninglessly. It took me a year till I found someone that I was genuinely interested in. And then that whole thing happened and I talked to my boyfriend about it and I had to come out of the closet. It was a horrible time in my life. I knew being with her and figuring it out would change everything in my world, and I gave up my whole life. My house, my car, my income, because I worked for my ex-partner, everything. And I was one of those girls that didn't want to do that. And there's nothing wrong with being curious, but it does make it harder for queer women who are looking for a serious relationship. And I later found that out because once I was fully out of the closet, very clear with who I was and the fact that I wanted to live and die with one wife for life, it was really hard on the regular LGBTQ dating apps. And eventually I realized I'm going to be the one to fix this problem. And right before I got completely fed up with this, I was actually in a relationship with a woman who was completely in the closet and simultaneously being bullied at my local country club. And it made me really mad that country clubs seem to be a great place to meet people who are thriving and working hard, but wasn't inclusive to people and wasn't inclusive specifically to the queer community, because then I went to make a report. The old manager who was there was extremely rude to me, did not give a flying fudge about the fact that the woman who had bullied me literally told me she was going to hurt someone in their parking lot. They didn't care. She would make animal noises at me when I would walk by. It was disgusting. It was so embarrassing to even walk in the country club, and she would make noises at me. And what's crazy is all the little white old ladies who were my friends would just watch and not do anything to stop her. They were I'm sorry she does that, but that was the most that they did. It affected my mental health for a while. But anyways, that happened. I was ready for a serious relationship. I was ready to be done with women who were in the closet. And I was you know what? I'm going to take a leap on this dream. And if I build my dream platform, then I could find my future wife. And that's how the Queer Country Club was birthed. So the dating platform idea in my head was always there, but the actual country club incident that stressed me out so much and really embarrassed me, it really hurt me. You could ask my friends. I cried for weeks. I was so embarrassed and it would just keep happening. But that pain sparked the idea and helped me put together the words, the Queer Country Club. And since then, we've got the incredible trademark. We've worked hard to build a huge community, global community of serious monogamous lesbians. We now host luxury retreats at Canyon Ranch. We've had many success stories, and we just had our 1-year anniversary of being in business. To be honest, this has been a labor of love because it's extremely expensive to me, just a girl, to operate. I pay a lot of team members and there's a lot of technology behind this and it's a lot of work, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. And I think it's so interesting that God used all the twists and turns of me being the girl who was just curious on dating apps and being the root of frustration for other queer women who are seriously looking for love. And also me going through the pain and the bullying and the shame of all that to help me build a place that would help women come together and find true community and find true love. If you've been following my journey for a while, you've seen me truly grow up and create something real. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having patience with me when I didn't really know who I was as I was evolving. I suppose we're all still evolving, but if you're watching this, you're a monogamous woman who probably knows exactly what you want because the algorithm brought you here. Anyway, this was a God thing for me. This was a calling for me. And if you have one of those in your heart, sister, I need you to take the leap. If it's your calling, God, the universe source, is going to make a way for you. Again, this is a very expensive labor of love for me, but keep moving. So if you have a dream, please tell me what your dream is so I can cheer you on. And if you already have a story about what it was like to follow your calling, please share it so you can inspire other people. Did you have a calling moment? How did you respond? What did you create? I'm truly proud of this community that I've built beyond the Queer Country Club. We are truly queer women rising, and I'm just so grateful you're in my life. Internet friends matter too. You guys have been my support through it all.